Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 5 of The Boys. The last episode, dear God, we got so much that happened, but the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway, the last thing that I remember is Homelander killing Alex, essentially knowing the plan to take him down, that Starlight and A-Train and Alex were kind of part of. Now, he doesn't mention Maeve in that whole scenario, so here's the thing is every single episode we have gotten something about Homelander being able to, hear A-Train mutter under his breath, and everyone's saying like, oh, he you don't know, like maybe Homelander can hear you, and Stan closes the doors, and Stan saying, I don't really care, baller. There's always been something every single episode about making it to where Homelander can't hear something by playing music, or I personally am like, why is everyone having these conversations in the tower? I feel like Homelander can hear through floors, like several floors. He could probably hear a couple blocks over. So what makes you think that he can't hear your conversations right now? So I feel like the only protected conversations were Starlight and Alex. And when Alex and A Train are in the elevator, I'm 90% certain that Homelander overheard that conversation because he throws A Train under the bus. And because we're used to A Train kind of being a little bit of a coward when it comes to Homelander, I think we buy it right away that he has thrown the group under the bus. I think that he 100% is like, oh yeah, anything to get on Homelander's better side. Like he's kind of doing the deep move, right? And I think we're led to believe that. And it was really easy for me to be like, F you, A Train. But I'm also going to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because I know that we're dealing with Homelander and he's very calculated. And he plays a long game. He does. Like there's times when he reacts in the moment and his emotional moments are pretty scary, but his cold, calculated moments are terrifying. And so I think he's playing chess and not checkers. And it's kind of 50-50 of whether or not A Train really blabbed. And I don't know if that was actually Alex either. That was at the end. I don't know if that was him because there was no face. Um, I'm not saying that Homelander recruited Alex. I'm just saying that maybe he has him somewhere, or he's dead. And I wonder how she's gonna feel when she finds out Huey took V, because he was loving it. He loved how it made him feel. He was relishing and like seeing the blood on his arm, which was not a very Huey thing. Like normally he's terrified and grossed out about being covered in blood. So the fact that he was covered in somebody else's blood, but he caused it, that's the start of bloodlust. And I hope that our sweet Huey doesn't go down that road, but I also know that this show is twisted and it could happen. They could take our sweet little boy and just make him into a complete monster. It is really funny that he got the power that he'd end up naked when he used. It's like they give him power, but just enough to still humiliate him. Just a tad. Frenchie, and Kimiko see Butcher use his powers for the first time. And while that was a breathtaking moment, the slow-mo with him using the eye lasers and everything, they're in shock and we're just like, yes, this is amazing. But isn't happy. He knows Butcher crossed a line, and Butcher knew that would feel that way. And, when Butcher also is showing that he doesn't even care that Kimiko isn't healing after her injury, MM's like, there's not a group for me to hold together anymore, dude. It's those three against those two in that moment. There's a divide. And Frenchie and Kimiko want to leave. They don't want this life anymore. And I love that for both of them because I feel like they could just be happy living a normal life. I don't know what that would look like with Kimiko not being able to speak and not really being able to communicate with a real sign language instead of her own. She's not healing after her injuries, and I didn't know this until someone had mentioned it in the comments that Soldier Boy is able to take away powers. So I have asked several times, would Victoria's head popping ability work on Homelander? Because we know his lasers didn't cut through Stormfront. So there are some soups that are impenetrable, or some that the other powers are not strong enough and they're not effective because they're different caliber of soups. So I feel like Soldier Boy and Homelander are soup equals. So could he take away Homelander's powers? I think it'd be so interesting for Homelander to have a human moment where like he doesn't have powers. He doesn't have that ability to scare people because he knows that he could take them down. He knows he could laser them, he knows he could crush them. There's so many things that he could do. And for him to not be able to do that, I think would be very interesting because we've seen it with like Superman. Like you know that like they like are accustomed to feeling strong and powerful, and when they don't, they're kind of unable to deal correctly. And also, where did Soldier Boy go? And they're just driving away. Like he looked like he was walking, and he's a naked man, so it seems like it'd be easy to find. But I don't know because I don't know how you restrain Soldier Boy, and I also don't know if they'd want to because in the moment when he realizes that it's Soldier Boy and he's still alive, the look of terror and the fear and the emotion that was on his face because Soldier Boy killed his family. I want to like the Supes and I want to like their abilities because like I said, Homelander's my favorite character, but I don't like him. I want to like Soldier Boy because it's Jensen, but the background and everything that we've seen on him makes me just kind of go like, yeah, he's still a bad dude, and the fact that he hurt MM. MM's not a perfect man, but he's a good man. He tries to be. And in this universe, that's kind of enough for me. And lastly, Victoria gave her daughter V that Homelander gave to her, which I was like, I would not just be injecting a blue liquid into my daughter's spine that Homelander hands over to me, because that could have been dish soap for all we know. It could have been Windex in there. But Victoria thinks that this is the only way that she can keep her daughter safe. She does give up Stan. She throws him under the bus, but I kind of also have theorized that seems like that is a plan. If it's not, then boy, she got him. But I feel like both Stan and Homelander, although they're different people, they're the same. They're very calculated. They play the long game. They definitely have little things that they have set aside for just in case emergencies. And while he might not know what the deal was that she made with Homelander, her and Stan could have actually had a conversation and said, this is what's going to happen. I don't want to know anything about it, but we'll work from there. I don't know. I feel like that's more plausible than Victoria just throwing her father under the bus just to make her daughter a superhero. I always say superhero. I really need to stop doing that and just say soup. Because they are not heroes. Not all of them, that's for sure. Okay, guys, I want to see what happens with Kimiko because I remember that there was in the trailer her dancing, and I kept saying like, does she have a brain tumor? Is she in a coma? And I think maybe she might be in a coma. And we saw her visualizing the woman playing the piano and her singing along. So I don't know if we're gonna get like little flashes of her having that. I think that would be really fun. But we'll see when we get into this. Okay, let's get into it. I'm like, I understand Huey's bloodlust, not like bloodlust, but like I look forward to this show every week because like I want to see people get obliterated because it's so far-fetched and out there. It's good stuff. I'm not upset about any of it. 1986. He's just watching something. Oh wow. Oh wow.
How is she? Stable for now.
Now you're worried, Butcher?
How the fuck's that cunt still breathing?
I'll wager that's how he got him nasty new powers.
Oh. Okay.
Listen, mate.
But how are they getting him to like? How are they knocking him out?
You don't give a shit about Kimiko or anyone else.
And in case you forgot, I just saved your life.
You killed Gunpowder, didn't you? Did you use your little laser eyes?
You're too fucking right, I did. For once, I leveled the fucking playing field.
The whole point of what we do is that no one should have that kind of power.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Hangover.
No.
Ooh,
What?
He's seen his brother.
Nothing.
but with the greatest humility, I accept your nomination as CEO of Vought International.
It was very dramatic.
Thought perhaps we'd start by going around the room and giving you all a chance to introduce yourselves.
With the changes around here, our EBITDA margins will drop a tiny bit. How do you want to handle that on the earnings call?
He has no idea.
What's your name?
Maureen?
Oh, she in trouble.
Do you think you know better than me?
Oh.
I don't know, maybe you think you should be sitting in my chair and I should be sitting all the way down there in yours.
Ego.
It was stupid of me. I'm so stupid. And you're so great.
Maureen, you're embarrassing yourself. You should go. So who's next?
God, Ashley just loves a little smidgen of power, doesn't she?
So, allow me to introduce you to the new head of crime analytics, the Deep.
What?
Let's hear it for Barb. Come on, she did great. For someone with no practical experience, it's amazing.
Practical experience doesn't matter. Oh my God.
Hashtag dream big. Real big. Because Vought will make sure the right man, sorry Barbara, right person, gets the job.
So to break the ice, we brought
Cupcakes.
cupcakes.
Oh, that'll do it.
Tragically relapsed into an opioid addiction, just as he was slated to join the Seven.
Oh my God.
I'm so fucking sorry.
I shouldn't be here. It's not safe for you.
I guess Alex is dead.
Homelander killed Alex. He fucking murdered him. All my fault.
Hey.
Tell me you found it.
Moscow was a dead end.
No weapon or gun or anything.
The weapon's probably Soldier Boy.
Then what killed Soldier Boy?
Look, you know what? I'm gonna get you a White Claw.
Huey. Tell her.
Where the hell is your cast?
You're really gonna want a White Claw.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. Gonna have another one. The part where Soldier Boy's loose in Russia, or the part where I took some temporary compound V?
Both. All of it.
It could be both parts. All the parts. You shot up an untested drug from Vought.
It was awful. Like the hangover. Absolutely hated it.
You loved it.
I fucking really loved it. It was awesome. I saved MM. Me.
Aww.
I could like teleport.
Teleport?
I knew how to do it. I just clenched my butt and I jumped.
I can't lose you two.
You're right. It's over.
It's not over.
How the fuck is Soldier Boy still alive?
Never know to loosen the well.
You look like warmed over shit.
Well,
He looks like Butcher.
Those soups are so fucking vile. Why do you want to be one again?
Did she get more?
No thanks.
Good for you, Maeve.
I've been sober 4 months.
It's been a year for me.
Dick.
What about Homelander's son?
Be years before Ryan take him on.
I don't know. Ryan's lasers sawed Stormfront in half. I feel like his lasers could cut Homelander in half.
I done them all. Cokie, meth, smack. Ain't nothing like this.
Must have felt good.
Did it?
I hated every second. No, V just made me more
You?
me.
That made me a little emotional.
All of he does is just amp up all that shit that's already inside.
You fucking all gotta go. Every fucking last one of you.
Even Starlight? Kimiko? Okay. Good for both of them?
You still think you're too good for me?
Okay. I don't know how I feel about this. Where I'm happy that, like, you know, they're getting their rocks off. It's a weird combo. Ah,
Chocolate limes. For when she wakes up.
chocolate limes. Gross.
It was Monsieur Charcutet who came to you, made a deal with you. Take it up with them.
You work for me now.
Absolument pas.
I hate Frenchie being put in this position so much.
Piotr Semyonov and his daughter Katerina, you do it today.
She's just a child.
It's never stopped you before?
How are you feeling? To a soldier boy.
She's happy she doesn't have her powers.
Why are you smiling? No.
I shouldn't be happy that she, like, isn't healing, but I'm happy she's not healing. But is it gonna come back?
Supersonic trusted you, and you got him killed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You fucking coward. Why are you so desperate to be with people who hate you?
I hope you know how much Homelander appreciates your loyalty.
And he really did sell him out. Fuck, A-Train.
Hi.
Hey.
Thanks for coming on such short notice.
Yeah. I wanted to talk to you about your patrols in Trenton. Little excessive.
That's it?
You're mostly just doing it in black neighborhoods. And you don't want people to say that you're being racist, right?
You know, it's actually racist to call somebody racist. What can I do to make this right?
Wouldn't take much.
Stop.
Make an apology or some shit.
What a great idea. I'm sure Homelander would really, really appreciate that, Blue Hawk.
Hey, name the time and place.
It is so important to do the work, to have the difficult conversations.
Ashley annoys the shit out of me sometimes, and the other time she's probably one of my favorite humans on the show. Oh, trauma. Well, that guy's toast. Holy shit.
I know. His language gets a bit salty, but it's good for her.
Oh boy.
How is this good for Janine?
Hey, you friend me on Facebook? I'll send you some stuff that...
No, thank you.
Janine loves Homelander. He's her favorite. Isn't that right, sweetie?
Because Homelander is a psycho piece of shit.
You wanna pull it back in front of the kid there, Marvin?
It's not the kid. She's my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, mind your place, Todd.
The NYPD and Bureau of Super...
Oh, ma'am. How that man keeps it together is unbelievable.
Did you hear me?
Sorry, what?
I said, we need to handle this.
So, book slots on all the Sunday shows. Tell them that there's nothing to worry about.
PR? That's how they're gonna handle it?
I meant that we need to stop this guy.
Could you watch your fucking tone, please? Darling.
Tell him no.
Don't you think that maybe the best way to handle this is to find him?
I never thought of that. Obviously. Run along and save the day. The grown-ups, well, we gotta worry about the share price and the EBITDA margins, okay?
Oof. That affected him a lot. That whole conversation at the beginning. Wow. That's crazy. Radiation.
Still think he's the Reds' problem? I'll find him myself.
And do what?
And what you gonna do when you find him?
Yeah.
Hey? Knowing you already got a lead.
What's I fucking do? Look at where we are.
The legend.
What if that soldier boy paid him a visit?
I don't know what any of that means.
To find the guy, we'd have to comb through every CCTV camera in the city.
Okay, then let's do it. Where is everyone?
Deep fired most of the department.
He's an idiot.
Why? They had some tweets over the years. He said we're critical of Homelander. Said he only wants team players.
Reg, what you doing here, man?
Ugh, followed by the cameras. Why not?
He wants to apologize. He came with you and a camera crew? Come on, what's wrong with you? Isn't this what you wanted? For me to use my platform to help the community, right?
To the residents of Trenton, thank you for giving me the opportunity
Oh,
to
so
speak to you
heartfelt.
today. As you know, superheroes often have to make split-second decisions when fighting crime, and I apologize if any of mine have been perceived as being racist. But that is not who I am. Okay, just ask my friends, many of whom are black,
Oh,
like
God.
A-Train. I do not see color. I only see crime. I go where the crime is, and the crime just happens to be in black neighborhoods.
All lives matter.
Oh, God.
Soup lives matter.
Oh, my God.
Fuck off!
A-Train, do something. A-Train, come on, dude.
Hey! Marvin?
I love it.
Huey, you know who this is?
He doesn't know who I am. Read a fucking book, kid.
This is a legend.
That's quite a nickname.
No, it's not a name. It's a level.
I like to see Paul Reiser in a role like this.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm full of cocaine.
All right.
So the legend was the VP of Hero Management over at Vought before Stillwell came in. He helps us out from time to time. I need to know what he said.
What are you, crazy? Marvin, he's a fucking doornail.
So who's that coke for? Soldier Boy's not gonna trace this back to you. Trust me. Now, you know what Soldier Boy did to my family. And you know because you okayed the cover-up.
I thought I was staring at a ghost. He hadn't aged a day.
Wait, so he doesn't get old? Like Stormfront?
We kept that under wraps. Came to pick up his super suit. He also came for his girlfriend's address. I didn't get the feeling it was going to be a happy reunion, but...
Yeah, it seemed like bad acting when she was saying that the Russians took him in the helicopter, so I'm sure she had something to do with it.
The minute we free Vought of the corruption and the lies, and this happened. The timing is very convenient. Get out there, go to your restaurants, and go to your movie theaters, and okay? You think it really was Edgar and the Mayor? Maybe Jake Tapper.
Jake Tapper.
You're just a paranoid, malignant narcissist who thinks everything is about you.
You're out to get me, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
William Butcher. I can smell him all over you. What are you and William cooking up? Maybe you two brought that supervillain to town.
John. John, come on.
John.
How'd you dare fucking John me? You're not gonna weasel your way out of this. It is lonely at the top, yes, but at least we had each other.
You treated her like garbage.
And I loved you. In my own way.
There we go.
Was anything about us ever real? Hmm?
From the start, I hated you.
I love it.
I fucking hated you.
Atta girl Maeve.
You're completely and utterly alone. You're getting old and bitter. You want to know something else that's funny?
Oh, God. Fucking Black Noir.
Soldier Boy's already got a head start. We gonna need some backup.
And here it is.
Thought you were
Nipped into the Dwayne Reed, got some more, didn't I? I know how you feel about this show.
Huey.
So why don't you come down off your rails just this once, eh?
He's not.
My dad wouldn't want it. If you don't draw the line somewhere, how the hell are you gonna know where you stand?
Yep.
I'm in. Give me some.
Kid, didn't you just hear a goddamn word I said?
Want gawky, weak, freaking the fuck out Huey, or do you want strong, confident, handling his shit Huey? With it, I can actually help. Without it, I'm probably dead.
It's a strong point. Poor Huey. I'm glad MM doesn't want to take it. Stick to your guns, MM.
Did he do to Maeve?
That's all right, Gregory. Maeve is at the Global Wellness Retreat in Malibu.
God damn it, Ashley! We can't let him do this.
Who are you referring to?
Yesterday it was Supersonic. Today it's Maeve. Tomorrow, maybe it's me or you. This CEO job, it can't be worth your life. I don't have powers. You don't need powers. You just need to be human.
You need to stop having these conversations in the tower.
Look, Starlight. I am CEO. Next time, make a fucking appointment.
That's very smart of Ashley to do.
The damage is so severe that Nathan will never walk again.
That my donation to this community would be met with such intolerance just breaks my heart. Just breaks it.
Oh, A-Train.
I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who could ask.
Oh.
I got rhythm.
Doctor, come. She speaks.
I got rhythm, I got music, I got...
Oh, please don't tell me she's imagining the whole thing. Oh, I love seeing them like this, especially Frenchie. It's so silly, I love it. So cute. Okay. But where are we at in the hospital room? Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Oh, I think I need coffee. You want coffee? Oh, yeah, I'll be right back.
So she didn't talk? What just happened? I hate not knowing what's real. Please don't let anything happen because of Nina.
Technically, those aren't chimps.
No, but they're famous.
I worked with that outbreak monkey once. He's very good.
Seth Rogen.
No meters running, so.
Hold your horses, there comes a
Get to it.
Wow, those are much bigger than I thought they would be. Fucking sexy.
You like that?
Sloshing.
What the fuck?
Probably not the dumb sub rumble you fancied tonight, yeah?
What the fuck's up with him?
Your lover boy's on his way here.
Soldier Boy. He's alive.
How do you escape from Russia?
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Untie me right now. He's gonna kill me.
She knew because she gave him up.
Annie, what are you doing here?
MM called me.
You shouldn't be here, all right? It's dangerous.
It's too dangerous for me.
Okay, look, you're probably gonna be mad.
Yep.
But I promise no more secrets, right? So.
Blast out of them clothes, yep.
Oh my god.
I know it's sketchy. I've seen Train Spotting. But I can finally save you for once.
I don't need you to save me, Huey. I need you.
No. Did he drug MM? Oh, Butcher, what'd you do?
What'd you do? I know you're never gonna forgive me, but you left me no choice. I can't draw no line in. Not before I could.
If he ever trusts Billy again, it would be a miracle. Oof. Superheroes with beards are just so yummy.
You're that asshole from the lab.
Well, she's in there. Yours for the taking. Consider it a gesture of good faith.
Good faith for what?
Wants her to fight Homelander.
I was thinking that you and I would come to a little arrangement. What you lot call a team up.
Man? Is that really you? You look so young.
You don't.
It wasn't my idea. God, you gotta believe me.
How much did the Russians pay you?
She lives in a trailer, not a lot.
They didn't.
Oof.
What? They didn't pay you anything. I loved you.
I didn't love you.
Well,
I hated you.
yeah. Maeve Homelander situation.
We all did.
You can yell at me.
Oh.
He's had 4 or 5 megs of Rohypnol.
You fucking roofied him?
What are you doing?
We wanted a weapon. Soldier Boy's our weapon.
Yep.
He's how we kill Homelander and Newman, maybe.
You're teaming up with a murderer.
This is the only way that I can save you from Homelander. I'm doing this for you.
Oh,
Whatever it takes.
No.
Remember?
Don't put that on her.
Please don't go.
She's drawing a line. Well, we were all right that Soldier Boy was going to be the weapon that they were going to find and try to use against Homelander, which I liked the parallels that they had with Soldier Boy and Crimson Countess and Maeve and Homelander. That like their their lead soup, the powerful soup in the group, no one likes. The person that they're paired up with doesn't love them. I like those parallels, and here's the thing is like I could easily believe that Soldier Boy is just gonna fight Homelander and it's gonna be, you know, a death brawl. Um I would say it's like the chances of them actually teaming up, uh it's pretty high. And I never take anything at face value on this show when they present it, but I really should. I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of like writing my own story there because I didn't want to believe that A Train actually gave up the group. I didn't want to believe that Homelander knew about Maeve being part of that. But it was all true. Like what they showed us was what happened. Man, this show is so wild. I think it's because I really wanted to find sympathy for A Train, and I didn't find it in the way that I thought I was going to. I definitely didn't think anything was going to happen to his brother, and that the Blue Hawk apology was really going to go that way. And then when it did, I was like, well, yeah, that's probably how that would go down. Man, I hate Blue Hawk. Oh God, I don't like that guy at all. There's so many metaphors that are in this show. I don't think I have to spell most of them out. I definitely feel bad for A Train now that we know his brother's never going to walk again. And I feel like that had to be the thing that had to happen for A Train to kind of shift his gears a little bit. Someone that genuinely cares about him is hurt because of him. And somebody who genuinely doesn't give two shits about him, like Homelander, pushing him around and making him feel weak, making him feel like he has to do like these disgusting things to stay relevant or popular or, you know, just to not be a regular person. I don't think that's going to work for A Train anymore. I I don't want to say I'm excited because like the circumstances in which A Train got to this point is despicable and gross and horrible, and I think for him it had to take something tragic and major to shift those gears. Um, but I really want to see that transformation happen with A Train because I've seen interviews with the actor that plays him, and like I genuinely like the actor, and I think he does a great job. It's just A Train and the Deep and just how they crave relevance and they crave popularity is just so icky to me. And the Deep being put in charge of crime analytics, I'd have a better chance of putting a house together with Play-Doh than him actually stopping crime being on that team. The dude's a doofus, and then when we find out he fires everybody for bad tweets against Homelander, God, what a butt kisser. Oh my God, he's so gross. The whole Maeve Billy thing, like I was just like, when they started drinking together, it popped into my head that something might go down. I didn't really want to believe it because she's a soup and he's Butcher. like like I love Carl Urban, but I don't think Butcher has any sex appeal whatsoever. He just looks like he smells like an armpit. I mean, it just like he has the look of BO. I don't know. I don't know. So like to me, like there's nothing sexy about him whatsoever, and that was just a really awkward scene for me. But like I get it. Like they're two people that are bonding over a despicable person and have a moment. You know, they both broke their sobriety together, and apparently she broke her orgy sobriety. I mean, obviously they didn't have an orgy, but you know, Butcher. And you know, Butcher kind of playing MM the whole episode. It just MM is a heartfelt, caring person, and him giving Butcher a chance time and time again, like it's eventually that is not going to work anymore. And I hope this is the last straw. I hope that this is like you drugged me, and the guy that killed my family is now on our team. F you, Butcher. And I hope MM just makes different decisions when it comes to Billy. Draw the line and keep the line. And don't ever toe it. Stay a foot behind it. Don't let him back in. And you know, you can kind of see like with MM, not only is his friends, you know, doing this to him, but then even his daughter's stepfather is a Homelander freak, and it's just so, life is so undigestible for sometimes, and I don't know how he doesn't just say, like, you know what, give me the V and I'm just gonna tear some shit up. But I love that he like stays true to who he is. That's one of my favorite things about is that he is who he is and he stays there. He doesn't compromise himself. Now Huey, on the other hand, he gonna compromise himself all he wants. Getting that taste, knowing what it was like to be on B, and then hearing Butcher say, like, I've done every drug under the sun. This is the one that's the most amazing. And I would gather that Huey isn't that versed in drugs. Obviously not when he says he's full of cocaine. But him, like when he's staring at the V in the trunk, like he's thirsty. He's hungry for it. He wants it. And ultimately, he's not choosing Butcher and Soldier Boy and killing Homelander over Starlight. He's choosing the V, essentially. He likes how it makes him feel. And now he's got this team up with a soup that, yeah, maybe he does really want to bring down Homelander, but like he likes the way it feels. I didn't really feel really bad for Starlight because she doesn't want Homelander around, but she also knows that like Soldier Boy is just another version of Homelander. So now there's two that they need to worry about. The fact that Billy and Huey think that like in any way, shape, or form this is gonna, turn out well for them. Oh, what a bad idea all around. Now with Frenchie and Kimiko, I was really I liked them having a happy moment. And granted, it was in her head, and I don't know if she spoke in real life or if it was in her head because he still had the earbud in his ear and he had taken it out when she said, I've got rhythm. So I feel like she just said, and then maybe kissed him. And like that was enough to make him just kind of go, like, what just happened? But I really liked the whole dance sequence. And it was nice seeing those two people who are often very serious and very unhappy be goofy and silly and have fun and let loose, especially Frenchie. Like Kimiko, like you knew that like like that little girl was in there, the like the jazz hands, little girl, but like definitely Frenchie. It was nice to see him in kind of a more fun, relaxed state. Now again, it was in her head. And obviously we're not going to see Frenchie be happy for a while because Nina has him. I'm happy he didn't go on the mission to help Nina, but like I knew that like once he was alone, he was gonna get taken. And I don't know what her obsession is with him. I think it's just because she knows she can control him. She knows that she wouldn't be able to control Butcher. So I'm afraid for Frenchie, and I wouldn't be so afraid if Kimiko had her powers, but because she doesn't, like I don't know what they're gonna do and how they're gonna get him back. And then speaking of how we're gonna get somebody back, I don't know what happened to Maeve. That little black noir moment, that was a good jump scare. It got me. I didn't expect it. Even though like Homelander's like peeking behind her. I'm like, oh, something's behind her. I didn't expect that. And so I don't know where they're keeping her and I don't know how they're gonna find out where she is. It's really funny how almond joys were shown twice in this episode. And almonds is kind of the thing that put Black Noir in a coma last time. So just saying. I always look for context clues. I really thought that Homelander overheard all those conversations. And maybe he did. And maybe it will all come back to, haunt everybody that they're having these conversations in the tower. But you can see Ashley where, when Starlight is saying, like, we have to stop him, he's out of control, and he's going to either kill me or kill you. And how Ashley starts to crack, and she's just like, she's afraid of Homelander. She really loves the power that she has being CEO, and you can see that in the board meeting, and then like just how she handles Blue Hawk and A Train. But in that moment, you can tell that she is absolutely terrified of Homelander. And then she pretty much like to me as a human, I'd be like, he's probably listening, so I'm going to do everything I can to make him think that I am 100% behind him, even if I'm not. And she stands up to Starlight and is just like, make a fucking appointment next time. And that's why I like Ashley as a character and the actress herself, because she's able to portray so much with her face, her facial expressions, her eyes, everything. Like just it's great work. Great work. Ashley is probably one of my favorite humans on this show besides MM. You know, like, and like I said, like, I like Huey Butcher. I mean, I like Butcher as a character, but like, I don't know. When it comes to being dynamic, he's very, very much just focused on destroying soups. And like we saw him have a flash with his brother, so like there is like a little bit of that emotional, you know, issues there, and I want to see more of that, especially because Carl Urban is such a great actor. I know he can do it. But like Ashley is like my top human on the show. She's just delightful. We didn't get anything with Stan Edgar or Victoria in this episode, so I imagine next episode we're gonna catch up with them a little bit. Because anytime Giancarlo Esposito is on the screen, it's gonna be a good performance, and he never fails to like give us something delicious. And I don't know if it'll be against Homelander, Soldier Boy, with Victoria. I don't know, but I love Stan Edgar. And a shout out to Paul Reiser and Seth Rogen. Although I think Seth Rogen played more to type than Paul Reiser did. Which I don't need to ever see Seth Rogen in that situation ever again. But I could watch a whole show of Paul Reiser being the legend. Although him bragging about all of his conquests and like very like 80s ladies like Kelly LeBrock and Shannon Tweed, like I know who they are, but Huey didn't. So it's like, good for you, buddy. Good for you. Easy on the cocaine. But it was really cool to see him in a role like that because you normally don't see Paul Reiser in that type of role. He's normally like the sweet old guy, like he is in Stranger Things, or you know, he's the goofy husband in Mad About You. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I like I said, I could watch a whole show. Like they could do a whole sub series on just the legend telling stories, and I'd watch the shit out of that. Okay, guys, I don't know where to go with Soldier Boy. Like, I don't know which direction that's going to take. Is he going to keep his word? He doesn't seem like the guy that's like super noble, but what he went through in Russia, maybe he would be. Maybe his mindset's changed. I don't know. He definitely is triggered by Russian music, so he might be the key to take down Nina. Just saying, it works. It really does work. But I'll see you guys next week for the next episode. Like, subscribe, notifications, go to my Patreon, blah, 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 blah. All that stuff. Full length reactions are over there. But other than that, I'll see you guys.